Okay, we are in December now. This is December 1st. This is my goth Santa hat from Vampire Freaks. I got it on sale last year for like, it was about 20 bucks with shipping and handling and everything. And now they have a new black and purple one I'm considering. That's 20 bucks too. So, Thanksgiving was okay. So Levi cooked the Thanksgiving dinner. He started at 4 a.m. on Thanksgiving morning. Jerry actually enjoyed eating the meal because no female hands touched the food. I really think he's that biased. Except if it was my baby sister. My baby sister was here, he ate almost 3 platefuls the last time she was here, which was over 2 years ago. So, yeah, she and her boyfriend made Thanksgiving dinner, and he had more than 1 plate of food, and it was the same. I think it was the same with this. Well, I didn't watch. I kind of separated from the main table because Jerry's claustrophobic, so I didn't want to crowd him. The table area was kind of small, and I didn't want to crowd him because he's claustrophobic. So I sat in the living room and let everyone else sit where, you know, at the table. So Levi, my sis, Boom Doom, Dad, and Jerry. They were at the table. I was in the living room. And I was doing it try to, like I said, not cramp Jerry, who's claustrophobic. Even though the area was open, it just, you never know. But it might have seemed like I was being rude because I wasn't sitting at the table with the rest of them. So, I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends on my phone. I recently got one of the Ninja Turtles, I believe it's Michelangelo, and they gave me the Xenomorph. They put the Xenomorph in there, so I recently acquired the Xenomorph. So, it's been pretty wild, this Raid Shadow Legends. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just pressing buttons and it seems to work. So, and for Skyrim, I've been, like I said, been doing my own little side quests to give the guards better weapons. Not enchanted, but just better, because they have the standard Imperial, steel, and iron swords. And some of them have two-handed weapons, so I've been giving them like better two-handed weapons, like dwarven war axes or battle axes. It's battle axes is the two-handed one. The war axes are the small one-handed one, which I usually carry. So I went to, where did I go? I started Whiterun, Riften. I think I tried Windhelm. Yeah. So anyway, so that's my own personal side quest I'm doing. Because I'm not wanting to do the main quest line. I'm also, I'm supposed to find the Dwarven new player home. And I've been putting that off more and more and more. Because these other side quests come up. Like for the Thieves Guild. I still haven't done the Dark Brotherhood. I haven't even started it. So, yeah. My character, Jeremy, she is pretty strong, and she's level 54, which is my age. So, yeah. I've been Skyrimming like crazy, except today. Today was a down day, nap day. I supposedly was going to have my same yard sale customers come, but today it was really, really windy, so they didn't show up at all, which was okay. I know I wasn't supposed to buy anything because we were boycotting Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The only thing I bought was more hangers for my clothes that I'm trying to sell, because I found some more clothes that need to be hung up on my clothes racks out there. So I bought more hangers. I got me another nightlight lamp for my bedroom over at Dad's house because Sis gave mine to Dad because he fell, he cut himself up, and so this will help him see a little bit in his room. She had to put the lamp down on the floor because when it was high enough that he could see it, it was in his line of vision. He just hated it. So well, now that it's on the floor and kind of hidden and below his eyesight when he's laying down, it's not a bother. But that means I don't have a nightlight at my in my room. And yes, I do have to sleep with a nightlight. I've got this nice green movie sign from Night of the Living Dead from like a date I went on a few years ago. I mean, he was Scottish. I just love the accent, but he had too many red flags to me that I just couldn't I couldn't deal with. Like he was pushing fast forward to like me starting to spend the night at his house, like at the like right after first date, and I'm like, no, no way, no, I don't care how good your voice is. He was trying to get me to be friends with his dog, which would have been fine, but and plus he lived an hour and a half away, so the commute would have been a bitch. It just sometimes meeting your dates, it just doesn't work out. That was a few years ago. I'm not into dating, so I just sometimes horror movies scare the shit out of me. I've always held on to some of my childhood about I'm afraid of the dark. I know I'm of the dark. I'm all about the dark, but I am afraid of the dark. Not necessarily afraid of the dark, but what's in it. So, yes, I'm a big baby when it comes to that. And some horror movies have really traumatized me to that, like The Ring and The Grudge, which my one of my friends terrorized me for months about that. Was it The Ring? No, it was The Grudge. The Grudge. She kept making those eerie phone calls. Yeah, bitch. So I sleep with nightlights. Or like a low level light bulb. Just I have to. So yes, I'm a bit of a baby that way, and that's okay. That proves I'm not 100% grown up. Like I said, Thanksgiving went off great. Dad and Jerry, Dad and Jerry seemed to enjoy the food. Jerry talked mainly to Levi to get to know Levi a little better. Dad couldn't really follow any conversation with his condition, but and he didn't eat very much. Dad is now not eating very much. Um, I think that's part of the condition. It's with Alzheimer's. I think it's don't they don't feel hungry. But with Dad, if you put food in front of him and if he is hungry, he will eat it. So that's a good sign. But he's not eating as much anymore. I used to give him like 3 or 4 dishes, like a main dish and a side dish because he needs his veggies, and then a dish for dessert. And now I can't do that. I have to do like a main dish and then a dish for dessert. That's as much as he'll eat. So he's progressing. He's just like a 4-year-old. It's just amazing. He had a doctor's appointment today. He had to go see his primary care, the nurse. I don't know what happened. Jerry took him because it's my day off. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully he asked about foot neuropathy because Dad keeps complaining about his shoes and his feet. We have the foot nurse who's taking care of the fungus on his toes and has his toes looking all nice and clean and no hangnails or anything. She took care of all that. She keeps that up. We're down to every 6 weeks she comes by, and so far that seems to be okay. Now, I could not Last week I could not get him to the barber. He needs to go to the barber. He's getting Archie Bunker hair, big fluffy white hair. So he had a tantrum when I went down there to park, and I got him out of the car, and he walked the opposite direction that I wanted him to go in. He literally was walking to the roads that we came from. Thankfully away from the main traffic, but so I had to go run after him. I made him stay at one spot because I said, okay, we're going home. But I was a little bit angry. I yelled at him. And then when I got the car, he wouldn't get in the car. But I had to yell at him that we're going home, so get in the goddamn car. And yes, I was a little bit rough because I was just frustrated because he was acting like a complete baby. I mean, if he could have laid down on the ground and started thrashing around like, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it, that's how he would have done it. But he basically did it grown-up style. He stood up and he's like, I'm not gonna, I don't want to, take me home, nah, nah, nah. Yeah. He hasn't had his meltdown yet, but he keeps inching towards it. Last night he got himself into a frenzy. He didn't have a meltdown because I grabbed his face and I started rubbing I grabbed his face and I started rubbing his temples and stroking him like this, and I was telling him everything is fine, listen to me, there's nothing to worry about, we are okay. And that seemed to calm him down, but he was still of the notion that there was trouble happening. So he's like, well, I'm not going to bed. So I had to stay up. I stayed up until 10 o'clock. He slept in his chair from like 7 or 8 until 10. And then at 10 o'clock he got up and went to bed. And I helped tuck him in. So we did not tell him that he had to go to a doctor's appointment today, because it seems like when you tell him those things, he starts to freak out before anything even gets there. And that also would keep him from sleeping because he's worried about it all night. So he didn't get a shower today because he slept in his clothes. Jerry had to come really early. It was a really early appointment. I don't know how I did it. I did this like 6 months ago. I don't even remember. But it was an 8 o'clock appointment. So Jerry took him. Even though I offered, because it was really early, you know, I was trying to be gracious and let Jerry sleep in a little, I could take him to the thing. But it seems like Dad is clinging to Jerry more and more. So if he wants to go anywhere, he will go with Jerry. And I'm sorry Jerry had to get up so early and get down here by 7:30 in the morning. So yeah. So I am not a fan of these holidays, the way things are, the state of this country, the state of things. There's really no reason to celebrate, in my opinion. I mean, okay, yeah, celebrate that we're still alive. Are you kidding me? You should see TikTok. You know how many, I think I got on the sad side of TikTok because I saw at least half a dozen people crying about how bad they were struggling. And then that made me cry because, I mean, I'm not struggling, but I understand their pain. And I feel helpless. I feel like utter shit that I can't do anything about it. It was all the same because I saw these people, they say they are struggling so hard and they don't understand why, and then there's the asshole people who voted for this, who are enjoying seeing other people in pain and struggling and starving. And then there's the churches that have been exposed that they are not Christian. I mean, not all of them, like I said before. Just the smaller congregations seem to be helping. I mean, that I've noticed. But everyone else, they tell homeless people to leave because they stink, they're dirty. It's like, and that's the thing. I know these churches could solve the homeless problem. They could. The mega churches, they bring in millions of dollars a day or a week. I don't know how it goes, but they make a shit ton of money. They could build a facility or like a homeless apartment complex so they could have a little more dignity and not just get a cot on the floor, a cot in an area in a huge gym. They could have their own space. Um, they could work for the church to pay their rent. I mean, there's things that could be done if only the churches stepped up. I mean, you know who's going to end up doing it? The Satanic Church and the Satanic Temple. They will probably do something like that if I float the idea. Maybe. I don't know. And that will be a total to the Christian churches. It will be. If more people see how unchristian those churches are that they go to for worship, it could turn the tides. It's right now we have lost our humanity. Half the country is laughing that the other half are hurting, but then it's hurting them as well because they're being affected by it. More and more of the orange shithead, his followers, he's losing followers because it's affecting them now. Would I forgive them for voting for orange dipshit? No. No, they originally voted for him because they knew he would hurt people. And that's what they voted for. I don't care that they're regretting their vote now. Too late. You fucked us. You fucked us, and we're all suffering. We're all suffering. Thanks. Thanks a lot. I didn't want to get on this. It's just, I can barely be on TikTok now. The news is just horrible. I check my videos because I made some more TikToks. I've been Skyrimming, and that's brought me quite a bit of joy. I did buy some things. What did I buy? Did I? I don't even remember. I don't think I did. Yeah, like I said, I bought those hangers. I bought some more lip balm. I bought my lamp, which is being shipped. Yeah. But I've been Skyrimming as much as possible, except for today. I've been slacking on it. Anyway, we're gonna try. So we never got to do the blue bad color, so I'm gonna do that. But I also got the Haunted Mansion, the ColourPop Haunted Mansion. These are eyeshadows, but I was going to try them as a type of blush. So they're like glittery. This is black. It's called, well, it's supposed to be black. It's called Frightful, but I heard it's not completely black because of the glitter. And this is called Eyeing You. It's a type of blue, but it's glittery. This is the only thing from Haunted Mansion I got besides the palette and one lip color. I couldn't get the other lip color I wanted. They just went out of it and they weren't remaking it. But they're still selling these. So I might get the other colors too. Okay, so this is, and then we get to try this is one of my new Freddy brushes. So I'm going to give this a try. Now the way I'm going to do it, it's going to be interesting, I think. I had this idea. I don't even know if this is the right brush. If it's not, that's okay. Okay, this is an interesting color. Alright, there's that. And then I just had this weird idea. I had a weird vision in my head for what I was going to do with this. Well, that isn't too bad. Well, it's not coming out like I envisioned. But close enough. Okay. So where is here's the... So, I personally hate Christmas. It's a holiday that's lost all of its meaning. Um, it's mainly for the kids, you know, so they could get their toys and they can get presents. It's mainly for the kids. I don't necessarily look forward to Christmas. I don't expect to get gifts. It's nice when I do, but otherwise I consider it a down day. Except it's during one of the days I'm with Dad, so it won't necessarily be a down day. But for Dad, I'll make him sleep in as long as possible. Because that's the thing, dementia and Alzheimer patients, they need as much sleep as possible. Oh, that went on better than I normally do. Kind of cute, huh? This one does not have a taste like the other ones I get usually. I like it. Do I look okay? Yeah. So, tomorrow afternoon I have another eye injections. So, I've arranged for Boom Boom and his buddy to be picked up by Levi because I can't go driving after I had, well, it's also during the time that they need to be picked up, so I can't go driving anyway. I did get out another fashion blog. If you didn't notice, it's called Bane's Fashion 3. I got, I think it was 6 outfits I got on there. It's pretty nice. Bloom Chic and Hot Topic. I also have a new package from TikTok. It's the most beautiful dress I've ever seen. I haven't unpackaged it yet. but I will. That's going to be on the next fashion blog. I am finding I'm getting really good. I'm getting really good comments on those. People seem to like it. Now that I'm using my other camera that's not the vlogging camera, the vlogging camera cannot zoom in like my other camera can, the Kodak. So Boom Doom has to operate my Kodak, and he does zoom in. You can see things better. It also has a better microphone than this, because I was quite a distance away from the vlogging camera. It couldn't, I had to yell. So with my Kodak, I don't have to yell. It picks up from a distance. I mean, I'm not far away, but I'm quite a few feet away, at least over 6 feet away, and it picks up my voice very nicely. I don't have to yell. So that's been lots of fun. The fashion vlogs I am enjoying. I am enjoying showing off the clothes I get that I haven't got to wear yet. Well, there was one that I did get to wear. It was a birthday dress I wore 3 years ago for my birthday. So yeah. So I have no plans for Christmas. We're not going to make a big deal out of it. Levi, Sis, and Boom Doom will not be here. He's taking them to go visit his family in Pine Top. So there will be no Christmas cooking. I will not cook Christmas because fuck it. No. If anything, I'll see about ordering. We need to buy. They like snack trays, like charcuterie, I think, and things like that, little snacky items. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it that way. I'm gonna see if I can get Dad to agree to buy some snacky plates for them. They can watch their football all day. That's the thing I didn't do on Thanksgiving, is I kind of hogged the TV. We didn't get to watch football till after 4 o'clock. So they got to watch a football game. It was Kansas City Chiefs against the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys kicked ass. I don't care for sports. When I was a kid, my favorite team was the LA Rams. That shows what I know. But that was when I was into sports, was when I was a kid. And then I worked for a sports station, which I sort of was into it, because it was mostly my job, because it was a sports station. But since not working for a sports station, I've just lost it all, so yeah. So TikTok is triggering. I have to stay off TikTok as much as possible. I have tried to change my algorithm to pick up very little political shit. I mostly now, I keep adding horror fans, horror authors, horror podcasts. I'm finding more and more horror podcasts I can listen to. One is in Arizona, so who else? I've been adding kind of more gothy bands, which I would probably like to contact them about letting me play some music on my podcast if they're unsigned. So yeah. And the podcast still is on the back burner. My yard sales are not going as well as I would hoped. It's just because I haven't posted on Craigslist. Maybe if I post on Craigslist, I will get more people. I just haven't done that. I even posted on 7 different yard sale groups, and nobody came by. It's like, my days off, I can't do it on the weekends either. It just, I would like to go have a swap meet thing down at the swap meet. I don't know how much the permit is for that. It's changed. The last time I checked, it was like over 5 years ago. It was like $30. Now it's probably more. But I don't know, Sundays, Jerry likes to not come by early on Sundays, and I would have to be down there at like 5 o'clock in the morning to get my spot. And I can't do that. So that's a problem. But I'm going to try Craigslist, and Levi reminded me that there's consignment stores that I could give my clothes to, and they would take a percentage of the sales for their service of selling the clothes for me, and I would get the rest. So I might consider that, because this yard sale is just not working out. Because I'm not doing enough advertising, that's just why. It's me. I spent more time just trying to set things up than advertising, but I'm sure once I get on Craigslist I could get quite a few more people. So I need to do that. I need to get on Craigslist. And it's been cuddle, cuddle, cuddle on my days off. LJ is so wanting cuddles. Apparently he doesn't get as much attention while I'm away, and that's kind of sad for that poor kitty. That poor kitty just needs lots of cuddles. So when I am here in my room and we're cuddling, I am out, because it's the kitty sleep magic puts me out. I kind of like this color. It's a frosty color. It's like a frosty color. This is a matte. It's a matte. It's not glossy. So yeah, so I've been TikTok window shopping because I got paid today. I spent quite a bit, mainly on the animals. I spent, with $4 off, it was like $85 worth of pet. I had to get a bag of food for Willie, and then treats for all the animals. Under $85. And then my other stuff I got from Walmart was $50. So, and I paid the phone bill. I was going to pay the internet bill, but it said it wasn't due until the 15th, and that's next time I get paid, so I can put that off for now. So, yeah, things are okay. Oh, I helped Boom Doom fill out his first, well, it's not his first, but he had a job application he needs to submit to Goodwill, so he could be that, what is it, a donations attendant? It's where the guys go and help unload people's cars who are giving donations to Goodwill. He wants to be in that, and they're gonna pay him $21 an hour just to unload people's cars of donations and take them in the store. It's like, that was more than what I was getting paid at work. I was getting paid under $20. It was like 19 something. I can't remember how much. So yeah, he's getting paid. And he's apparently going to get paid more than Levi as a cook. I think Levi said he was getting 18, 19 something for cooking. Yeah. And Sis, she's getting as a driver, which they split from her time on the road and her time in the store. They split the wage. So in the store is a higher wage than on the road. She's basically getting under $17 an hour. It's like $16, $17 an hour. In fact, she got a wage demotion, which I still think is illegal. I know it's illegal. It's just nobody's wanting to do their fucking job. We called all the state agencies of wages, and they're like, oh yeah, perfectly fine. But with no notification, you get your wage cut? Bullshit, that's legal. But then this is Arizona, so that's possible. Yeah. Anyway, it's not so bad. My life isn't so bad. I just, because I am empathetic to people's pain, it makes me cry, and I think of what we're losing, and we're losing our rights. The United States is on a human watch list for having our rights suppressed. And the reason why, I know why the reason why we haven't rioted like they want us to, is because we know martial law would be imposed, and that means all rights are taken away. I think that's why nobody's fired up enough to wage a riot. And I'm not talking about like what happened at January 6th. It's, I think we know if martial law gets imposed, we are all fucked. And that's what they're itching to do. They're itching to impose martial law. They're just waiting for that just one incident. They're waiting for it. They're pushing for it. They're pushing for it. That's why every day it's active terrorism that they're doing on us. Constant active terrorism since day one that shithead got in office. Active terrorism causing us to feel the way we feel while half the country's laughing. They're not laughing now. Now they're like, hey, we voted for you. Why are you doing this to us? We voted for you. Fuck you. Okay, stop it. See how this affects people? Okay, Skyrim. Let's talk about Skyrim. Skyrim, I need to go find that dwarven new home. It supposedly takes three loading screens for you to enter the the player home, and it's supposed to be the largest one. It's a Dwemer, fully furnished Dwemer house in a mountain, I believe. It's in a mountain or a cave. So it's like the largest player home. I don't think you have to pay money for it. You might have to do a quest or just go find it and claim it. So I was going to go do that. My dwarven horse is really cool. I did go to the College of Winterhold, and I do see my unicorn Vor with a V, is up at the College of Winterhold. They say he was going to stay at like the base of the college ramp, but he's up in the college in front of their main building, so he seems to be okay there. I still go check on my reindeer. He's over in Dawnstar. He's over in Dawnstar with that Santa Claus looking dude. Yeah. Hey, I wonder if I could take my reindeer to get named. So apparently, I don't know if I told you, but the stables, if you go to the stable and say you want to name your horse, it's the stable master or the stable hand who names your horse. No, it's the stable master who names your horse. And you can keep going, like you can keep asking for a new name if you don't like the names. There's like, they come up with the weirdest names. But like my unicorn was almost named Glitter Spark because it's a unicorn. No, he doesn't poop rainbows. He is a white unicorn though, and I got him this fuzzy white saddle, and he's got regular reins. I feel bad putting reins on him, but yeah. And the thing is, I've noticed with the dwarven horse, Gregor doesn't get on my dwarven horse to move it. He kept moving my unicorn. I put my unicorn in the stable at my Tundra homestead, and Gregor gets on him, takes him out of the stable, and puts him out in front. It's like, no, dude, I want him in the stable. So I noticed with the dwarven horse, he doesn't touch the dwarven horse, and I find that quite odd. Because he also would move my reindeer. He'd get on the reindeer. None of my 6 army, they get on the unicorn. It's just Gregor. But yeah, he would get on the reindeer, and he would get on my unicorn. But he doesn't get on the dwarven horse. So that's very interesting. Dwarven horse is awesome. Awesome. I love that dwarven horse. But it's weird. It doesn't have eyes. It's just indents. It's indents in his face sculpture. So it's just weird how he's moving about without any eyes. Yeah. So things are okay. Boom Doon had half a week off for Thanksgiving. He had the Wednesday before, but he was sick on Tuesday too, so he had a long weekend. So he went back to school today after Thanksgiving, and then they're going to have a winter break. I don't know when that is, but they won't be here for Christmas, which is okay. But I'll have to come over and check on the animals every so often. So, yeah, that's okay. What else? I'm still trying to fit in the podcast. It just, with Alzheimer's or dementia, you can make a plan, try to keep to the plan, and on the day of the plan, you have to scrap the plan and then come up with a backup. So, yeah, I'm still doing creepypastas whenever I get a moment. Like when I'm checking on the animals, I come and record a creepypasta or two. Like they're 3 minutes, under 5. It's under 5 minutes I have. So, yeah, I'm doing that. Okay, I think I'm rambling now because now just there's really nothing to talk about. I don't do TikTok lives anymore. It's just there's so many trolls when you're trying to do a TikTok live. There's a lot of trolls that are in there trying to get you to get angry and upset. And a couple of times they did punch my buttons. But now I don't acknowledge them. And that's a shame that people are like that. So I mean, they ask you questions and they want to also come on the live with you, and you don't know what they're going to say. I mean, if they're trolling in your comments, you know they're going to be a dick. So no, I'm not going to share my live with them. I'm like, get your own live. Say what you want to say on your own TikTok. Don't be busting into mine. And you know, like I said, I don't usually acknowledge them anymore. They did punch my buttons. It's just because I thought they should be acknowledged. Because there's the vampire Jack Townsend. He tries to acknowledge everybody in his live, and I don't think he acknowledges the trolls. He doesn't acknowledge the trolls. And yeah, if somebody's being nice, I will answer them. I really like it. I gotta learn where my cheeks are. And I got to use a brush, people. I got to use a brush. Just gotta learn where my cheeks are. Making progress. Anyway, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know some of my TikToks have recently become dark, and I don't mean it to be, but I need to get out my thoughts. Like I had said on my most recent TikTok that I don't want to die, but with the constant terrorism that we're experiencing every day, I'm okay to die. I think I told you this, that with all this constant terrorism, I don't fear death anymore. I do a little because it's an unknown, but at this point, it'd be a reprieve from what's going on now. And hopefully what's happening now can be undone. But I'm really feeling like we're in the book of Revelations right now. I just have this feeling that's what it is. The end is coming. The end is coming. I don't know how soon, but we would deserve it at this point now, wouldn't we? At least the United States deserves this. We deserve this. We brought this on ourselves. We did. And we did have checks and balances to keep this from happening. But when the party that's supposed to do the checks and balances refused to do their work, to keep said person in check and not work as a dictator, yeah, we failed. We failed. There should have been a contingency to the contingency. I think that's where it was failed. Because how do you make a country's leader follow the rules? Like, how do you enforce, like, all these judgments he's getting against him that they're telling him he can't do what he's doing, but he ignores the judgments, ignores it. Like, how do you make him do what he's told? It's because he doesn't remember. Well, of course not. He's got dementia. It's obvious. I mean, it's obvious by the way he talks and the way he's looking. Just the way he talks. There's no way he's using a teleprompter. There's no way. Plus, he can't read, so yeah, there's just no way he's using a teleprompter. Because if you compare Biden, Obama, all the other presidents before, well, except even George W., you can tell they had written scripts that they were reading. But this guy's not reading a written script. They're just letting him talk out of his ass. And if there is a written script, nobody can make him do it because he doesn't like to read. So that's why we're becoming the laughing stock of the world. We got an idiot who doesn't like to read just talking out of his ass. We're the joke now. Thanks. Yeah, you guys voted for a jackass to make us look like a joke. We are a fucking joke. That's also what's upsetting too. We used to be respected. Now we're the joke. But we're also pitied because this country does not believe that food, water, shelter are human rights. They don't believe it. They even said they don't believe it. They don't believe that people deserve to have food, water, and shelter. They don't believe it. So that's why they're cutting all the programs that help people in need. They're cutting Social Security benefits for the disabled, the elderly disabled. They're cutting those benefits. The veterans, they're cutting veterans benefits. Some of them are feeling it, others haven't felt it yet. Because those are, just Social Security is our way of a retirement. And they're trying to take that away from us. Because they already have taken the money and spent it. That's why they're cutting it. They're trying to cut it. I don't see a future. I still don't see a future. It's Fallout World. And Idiocracy. I watched that movie, Idiocracy. Oh my god, everybody needs to watch Idiocracy. Because that's where we're almost at. Oh, shit. It's almost laughable if I didn't feel like crying. Doom and gloom. I'm sorry. Just, that's how I feel. Doom and gloom. Anyway, TikTok shop. I call it window shopping when I'm seeing something I like. I add it to the favorites that I want to buy later. It's like saving to the list later that you can pick it up later. You don't necessarily get you have to keep checking your list because the prices change. So, yeah. That's the bad part. When you bookmark it, it's like a really low price one day, and the next time you look, it's like a higher price. That was what happened with these ColourPop Haunted Mansion stuff. I should have just bought both of those lipsticks when I had the chance, and now I can't. I can't get it. They're not restocking it. They're not remaking it. They're trying to get rid of these because they have a butt ton of these. I need to get, there's like 3 other colors I might want to pick up. So I'm looking for that. Oh yeah, I found this. This was from Bloom Chic. I bought it like before last year. And I got some socks. These are plus size socks, so they're stretchy, so they don't cut into you. I'm still trying to shop on their Halloween. See, these are purple bats, or black bats on purple. I like the like dark amethyst. I do like some color. Anyway, what else is going on? That's all in the close future. I'm not looking forward to Christmas. I have no plans for Christmas, because fuck Christmas. Christmas is going to be the worst this year. There won't be enough sales. Nobody can afford anything. Nobody can afford anything. Thanks a lot. People's Christmases are going to be shitty. They need to forget about Christmas and just use it as a day off and get nothing but sleep. That's what they need to do. Fuck Christmas. Yes, I'm doom and gloom. I hope everyone else parties. Whatever. Hope they enjoy. Because it's not going to last. Ragnarok, Cthulhu, Cenobites, anybody, come and take us out. It needs to be done now. Take us out. Yay. So anyway, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of the neighbors you like. Do a lot of self-care. At this point, self-care as much as you can. Go play Skyrim.